Boosie faces backlash after admitting to he had some woman give his son fellatio. He thought that was going to help him into manhood. Well, stay with me and we'll talk about it.
The top dog, I know these niggas all want my position, cause I'm putting up numbers like a statistician. The king back like LeBron when he returned to Cleveland. Time to spread the bag around, make sure we all eating. Heard some niggas think they got us, guess we all even.
So here's what Boosie had to say in regards to this situation.
My son no motherfucking shit out here. I'm training them boys right. I'm training them boys right. Ask in there my nephew. Ask in them. Ask my son. Yeah. They were 12, 13. They got it. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. Hell yeah, I got my son. He's right.
Before we get into how I feel about it, I'm going to read how some other people responded that the Shade Room highlighted. Why nobody talks about how Lil Boosie was very openly bragging about having his 12 and 13-year-old nephew and son molested by a grown woman, but y'all can openly talk about, mock, and bash Dwayne Wade for simply accepting the fact that his child identifies as transgender. I get it's in the arena of children, but I don't think that's the same thing. But okay, next comment. Did the kids even want it? What mental state are the woman and who willingly did this, and how does Boosie have full custody? Boosie admitting to facilitating the molestation of preteens by an adult woman should be enough for his account to be deleted and banned at the very minimum. People always want somebody's stuff deleted and banned, don't they? People co-signing Boosie are proving what we all know. A lot of y'all and your parents don't give two shits about your sons. Society has brainwashed y'all into thinking physical, emotional, and sexual abuse makes your son a man. But what's good for your son ain't for your daughter. And then somebody else, Boosie got too much money to be raising them kids like he be doing. So that was just a few little comments on the situation. So here we go with mine. Excuse the hood foolishness in the background. I'm so sorry. I can explain that it's a very nice day today. The sun is out. We live in Michigan. When we get good weather, it's to be celebrated. I guess this individual is celebrating, and yet they're in the background of my video. Because every time I turn this camera on, every bit of ignorance from the pits of hell to the end of the earth pops up. Ain't that something? Anyway, so my opinion on the matter. Boosie is very interesting. He's a very interesting character. This situation, in as much as I understand this way of thinking. Whether people think it's good, terrible, or otherwise, whatever. I get where he's coming from and I get his intention behind it. But I think it's gravely inappropriate. Not only is it gravely inappropriate, that woman was strange, because can't nobody come up to me and be like, look, I'm gonna give you these few stacks or how many, whatever, but I'm gonna need you to do this for me. Nah, I'm not, sir. That's a crime. I'm prostituting with a minor. What the, you know, I mean, really, when you think about that shit, I'm prostituting with a minor. What the fuck is this about? Do you take me for some kind of fool? No knocking, no shade at Boosie, but really, I mean, when you break it down, that's really what it is. I'm this old hoe getting paid to prostitute with this child. And inadvertently what it causes is now you open this child up to sexuality for real. So why you trying to prevent one situation from him? And I don't think it's just as simple as that. I know we like to break things down into, well, there's people that have had their first encounter with the same sex, and that is what had them attracted to the same sex. Maybe, but we can't prove that because there's people that's been taken advantage of as kids and they're straight, or at least they're living straight lives. What goes on in their head at night when the lights are off and nobody's looking, nobody knows. So you got those situations there. So I get where he's coming from, but now you got the child focused on sex, and you tried to prevent one situation, you caused another one. He's too young to be having all that going on in his head, because he's already nearing that age anyway. Don't push it, don't rush it into your life any sooner than you have to, because kids do things, their perception of the world is skewed. It's very limited. Now, I'm not going to discredit, there are some teenagers that are beyond their years, but they still don't have enough wisdom to be dealing with all of that. They're going to go about a feeling, and they're not going to be responsible, and there's all kind of little seeds to be planted metaphorically and literally when it doesn't have to be that way. However, this person talking about deleting his account and all of that shit, it is so much ignorant shit on this social media. If we want to delete his account, it's a lot of other shit that could be deleted too. So let's keep it for real and cute. So I can't go with that. I mean, what age do we live in? That's the ultimate punishment, huh? To just shut down your social media. This is what we've become. That's interesting. Another thing about social media that I'm going to touch on when it comes to this subject is these phones that we have and stuff, these access to the internet, computers, whatever you use to get on ignorant box number 2, because TV is ignorant box number 1, but this is about to take its place. Whatever source you use to get on that, it's giving a lot of people to talk about shit they don't have no business talking about. You ever met that person that's just always saying some shit and you be looking like, dude, like that should have stayed in your head. That was nothing that needed to be said. Yeah, it allows those people to put the shit on here, and I'm sure I've even put some dumb shit out there. We're human, we do stupid shit. It allows everybody to have an opinion on everybody else's stuff. It allows people to be very vile, nasty, disgusting. It allows for a lot of things. So I think that's the downside with all of this, and I think it's made people are so wanting the limelight. They just, my goodness, they do a lot. They do a lot. I mean, they talk about shit. Some stuff, I'm sorry, I'm sure some stuff I could tell y'all that would get me. If the world was up, I'd be on Entertainment Tonight. Some things to me should be kept private, and it's not for sale. But unfortunately, there's not a lot of people that think that way. Or maybe they are, but I'll just say there's a lot of people. Let me say this. There's a lot of people on the web that don't think that way, and we just be like, what is this about? So anyhow, that's what I feel about it. You've heard what others feel about it. I need to hear what you feel about it. Drop them thoughts in the comments. Thank you guys. Check y'all next time.